administrator's life is never dull. There's always something to do. Database backups, server installs, patching, troubleshooting, and managing email storage. That's before service improvement projects, platform testing, and supporting users. It's easy to see why it may be tempting to cut corners to save time. However, there are plenty of situations where that really isn't a good idea. Some of these activities have increased the workload, some have inconvenienced users, while others got people fired. So let's learn from the mistakes of others and discuss some of the things administrators just should not do. The average administrator has a lot of power. They can go places no other mortal can go, and sometimes they really shouldn't. As an administrator, your time in the administration account of any machine should be kept to a minimum. That means no surfing the internet or reading external email while in the account. Both activities leave you and your systems fully exposed to whatever nastiness is out there. Anything that lurks in the dark then has free rein to do as it will with your network. You don't have the luxury to take such risks. Malware is far too clever. We do need to spend our time in the administrator account doing some pretty serious work, like patching, making changes, rebooting boxes, and so on. When we do, we have to work quickly and efficiently without cutting corners. Going on to the subject of security, using dictionary passwords and leaving default accounts live is a move that many administrators make without fully considering the consequences. With brute force hacking on the rise, using a real word just won't do. That's what we expect from users, not administrators. A secure password has to be as nonsensical as possible to be truly secure. Letting that password live forever is even more serious. Having administrator passwords that never expire, however complicated they may be, is another issue that we see all too often. Another thing an administrator should never do is apply a patch on live systems without testing it first. Vendors mean well, but we know they don't always get it right. That's why we have isolated test boxes. The same could be said for making config or hardware changes without fully testing them first. Even worse is not having a rollback plan just in case things go wrong. Never bypass the firewall. Even in these security-conscious times, we have seen this happen. It may be a pain configuring the firewall to allow certain types of traffic, but it isn't as much work as rebuilding a network after a breach. A bypass of any nature is an open door. Someone, at some point, will find it. The final, and probably most serious activity an administrator should never do is bounce a box thinking nobody will notice. Someone will always notice. Even if you come in early or stay late to do it, they will notice. That was a quick look at 10 pitfalls to avoid. Be sure to check out the other videos in this series for more administrator tips and tricks.